A handful of YouTubers have started a petition in hopes of raising awareness and potentially removing Eugenia Cooney off of YouTube altogether. The reasoning for the petition is due to concerns from fans and friends of Cooney who feel that her eating disorder has once again taken control of her life and may potentially negatively influence some of her younger viewers. I'm going to tell you guys all about it right now in InformOverload. Smash that like button, and before we do get into things, I do want to give all of our viewers a trigger warning, as we will be talking about information regarding weight and physical appearance, which may be hard for some to see or hear. So if you've been on YouTube a while or have been involved in the world of YouTube, you likely know Eugenia's story. For those of you who don't, in a nutshell, Cooney has been a creator on the platform for about 10 years now, dating back to 2011. However, over the years, starting in 2015, it seems a handful of our viewers and fans started to grow concerned over Eugenia's frail appearance. It got to the point that people started to dislike her videos in an effort to potentially raise awareness to Cooney that she needed to seek help. People started making petitions on change.org in 2015, which gained 20,000 signatures, but was removed from the platform due to violating their community standards. And then in February of 2019, Cooney took a 5-month hiatus from YouTube, citing that she would be getting help from medical professionals, which to the YouTube community was an absolute blessing. Many were concerned for Cooney's health and life in general. In May 2019, Cooney's return would be welcomed with open arms, after Shane Dawson would document her return and post it on his channel in a documentary type style. This of course was prior to Shane's downfall. Cooney would also post a video on her channel titled "I'm Back," and both those videos would end up trending number 1 and 2 on YouTube. People were excited and Eugenia looked healthy as ever. However, some of Cooney's friends, including Jacqueline Glenn, were upset that neither Shane nor Eugenia really spoke on her struggles with the disorder. And then in September of 2020, fans and friends of Cooney started to worry about the content creator once again due to her appearance looking thinner and more frail than usual. As she would post Instagram photos, stream, or new YouTube videos, much like back in 2015, a lot of the comments started to bring up her physical appearance. Aside from voicing their concerns for Cooney and her health, others are afraid of the impact she will have on some of her younger viewers. This has led to the petition "Remove Eugenia Cooney from YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter" to be created, which at the time of this recording has over 43,000 signatures. Started by artist and mental health advocate Lily Rose Mills with the help of Jacqueline Glenn and another YouTuber named Pastel Bell to either remove Eugenia or at the very least age restrict her videos on all platforms. The petition goes into detail regarding Eugenia's health and weight as well as her past experiences. Aside from this, the petition also claims, I quote, "Eugenia is a prominent Twitch streamer with 100,000 followers. From an outside perspective, it seems that Eugenia spends anywhere between 4 to 6 hours per day live streaming to this audience. During these live streams, she does not eat, she does not drink, and she vehemently denies any form of problem. When Eugenia is confronted about her eating disorder, she refers to the people doing so as haters." The petition goes on to read, I quote, "By removing Eugenia from these platforms, she will no longer be bombarded with comments regarding her low weight, which only seem to encourage her eating disorder. This situation is more than a few concerned fans who are worried about Eugenia. While we are worried about her, we are also concerned about the impact that Eugenia is having on her audience and the detrimental effects of her content. At the end of the day, Eugenia is an influencer, and to have influence is to have, I quote, the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. It also highlights how numerous platforms such as Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram don't allow content that encourages dangerous or illegal activity that risks physical or mental health. With that in mind, they should likely remove Eugenia's content." The petition ends off by explaining why people are so concerned, using a real-life example. It's believed Eugenia suffers from anorexia nervosa, which has the highest mortality rate of any mental illness. The author of the petition, Lily Rose Mills, explains she too battled anorexia nervosa and specifically referenced her own experiences, which is why she's so concerned. I quote, "In 2011 to 2013, I had a mere 4,000 followers on Instagram. During this time, I posted images of myself at an extremely unhealthy weight and with a nasogastric feeding tube in. At the time, I did not realize the impact that I was having on my followers. It came to my attention years later that young teenagers had been following me and had looked up to me as a pro-Anna figure. By posting images of myself while I was underweight and with a nasogastric feeding tube in, I influenced a group of people to pursue unhealthy beauty standards. I consider the fact that I had a small audience of only 4,000 followers, aka 0.20%. So just to clarify, not 20%, but a fifth of 1%, 0.20% of Eugenia's audience, and that with my small audience, I was still able to affect so many people in such a negative way. Given the size of Eugenia's audience, it is reasonable to say that hundreds, if not thousands of young women and men are being negatively influenced by her content." It seems the petition was originally started back in November of 2020, but to this day is still getting attention and signatures. Over the last few months, Eugenia's likes to dislike ratio has significantly gone down, with the majority of her videos now getting 1 like for every 2 dislikes. It's not a good thing. Some videos are even at a 4-to-1 like to dislike ratio. Clearly people are concerned, although I'm not sure what the right way to go about the situation really is. Cooney took to Twitter in regards to the petition back in January and tweeted, I quote, "It's sad that some people are so devoted to try and bring down others that they go as far as to spread petitions to take someone off the internet and try to disguise it as doing something good when they are really just filled with hate and jealousy. Rather than attacking and finding problems with others, some people should focus on their own issues. I guess I could only pray for them, but if they don't like what I'm doing, sorry they feel that way." that way. All in all, this is a tough situation, guys. On one hand, people are supportive of the cause, fearing for the health of Cooney and her friends. On the other hand, people are saying that this is a form of discrimination and bullying based on someone's appearance and health. It seems like a situation where there is no real right or wrong, for lack of a better word, as Cooney doesn't feel she's doing anything wrong aside from being herself. She also claims that she doesn't promote others to act or do certain things. However, as we know, as an influencer, you don't necessarily need to say something to influence your audience. Now, either way, guys, let me know your thoughts on this one down below. At the end of the day, I just hope everyone manages to find a way to be healthy and happy while also influencing the world in a positive way. For now, let's plot out some comments from the video. Top 10 biggest news stories of January 2021. Casey Bennett said, I hope Jared didn't use Gorilla Glue on his hair. I did not. I just used a hair tie. I tied it back, pulled one of these bad boys off, we'll tie back. The hair is getting long. You know, it's in my face a lot. It's very annoying. It covers my face. It's in my eyes. You guys can see this is the mess I deal with now. Justin Graves said, IO should do this each month. Boom! I think we're going to. And, you know, not to take credit, but like, your boy was just like, yo, I know we got the weekly roundup. Why don't I just do a top 10 list where it's just me? It's just me. No, I'm kidding, guys. That's not what I said. Vic Z, which I hope I said your name right, I hope I didn't say it wrong, said, if January is already this handful, I'm either fastening my seatbelt or grabbing a shitload of popcorn. I don't blame you, because February is even crazier, guys. We had the courtside Karen LeBron. We had Tom Brady win his 7th ring. There's so many great things that are gonna happen this month. The Floyd Mayweather fight isn't happening. That's insane. All right, guys, that's all for this one. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein. We'll see you guys soon.